A fence is being constructed along a 20-foot building as shown on the board. No fencing is used along the building. Part A. If 200 feet of fence are available, find a formula f of x that gives the area enclosed. Part B. Find the value of x that gives the greatest area. So here we have the diagram. We have the building, which is just this section, which is 20 feet long. We're going to let this side equal x, that is the length of the fencing from the building to the next corner. We're using z for the length of fencing here. Now, we know that we have 200 feet of fence. Let me point out that this side would also be z, and this side would actually be x plus 20 in terms of the full length of fencing needed. So what we know is when we add up the x, z, x plus 20, and the z, that will have to be 200 feet. In other words, x plus z plus x plus 20 plus z equals 200. And so, simplifying that a little bit, subtract 20 from both sides, add the x plus x and the z plus z, and we get 2x plus 2z equals 180. Dividing through by 2, we get that x plus z is 90. Now, let's go back to finding the formula for the area. F of x is going to be the area enclosed by this. But that means we would take the length, x plus 20, and multiply it times the width, which is z. However, we want this in terms of x only. That is, we need to go over here and realize that z is equal to 90 minus x. And therefore, f of x would equal x plus 20 times 90 minus x. And that solves the part A. Now, part B was to find the value of x that gives us the maximum area. Well, we need to recognize that this is actually a parabola. That is to say that if I were to multiply out the right-hand side and simplify it, it would be negative x squared plus 70x plus 1800. Let me show you very quickly that the x times the negative x gives me the negative x squared. The x times the 90 and the 20 times the negative x would be 90x minus 20x for the 70x, and then the 20 times 90 gives me the 1800. This is a parabola. It opens down. Therefore, the maximum value for f of x, which is the area, would occur at its vertex. To find the vertex, we take x. Actually, we don't need the vertex itself. We just need the x value of the vertex. That's equal to negative b, which is 70, divided by 2 times a, which is negative 1. So we would have 70 divided by 2 is 35. Negative divided by negative is positive. So we find that the length of fencing needed would be 35, and that's feet. And that would give a maximum area.